Good afternoon. I'm Emily Holubowich, Executive Director of the Coalition for Health Funding. Thanks for joining my vlog. I want to give you an update on where things stand this week with the spending bill that provides funding for the Departments of Labor, Health and Human Services and Education, or Labor HHS, and what we expect could happen in the coming weeks. Senators are initiating floor debate on a package consisting of Labor HHS and the defense spending bills, though most action will wait until next week. Worth noting, the legislative vehicle for this minibus is the House-passed defense bill, H.R. 6157. We'll expect most of the floor action to happen next week when senators return from a short break over the weekend. There are actually rumors circulating that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell will actually give the Senate back their recess for the last week of August through Labor Day. Which will compress the amount of time they can consider this mammoth spending package. That means we may see limited amendments on the floor. Certainly the promise of a potential extended week off may be a good motivator for senators to think about whether or not they want to offer that amendment on the floor. What happens after the Labor HHS bill moves across the Senate, and that is expected to happen? Well, according to Politico's Sarah Ferris, there are some experienced Capitol Hill budget watchers who are saying the onus is going to fall on House Speaker Paul Ryan to really usher this bill across the finish line. They posit that Speaker Ryan could actually decide to buck the Hastert rule. This is the rule that requires majority of the majority to pass spending bills across the House floor, and just simply take up the Senate's minibus and send it to the president before October 1st. That would be achievable with a coalition of Democrats and Republican moderates, appropriators, defense hawks. That would be enough to get it past the House floor and signed into law before the end of the fiscal year. Such a move would enrage the House Freedom Caucus, but Ryan is on his way out. Work with me, people. More likely, the House and Senate could just move directly to conference after the Senate passes its minibus. The House actually doesn't have to vote on a Labor HHS bill per se, which I don't expect them to do. As I said in my last vlogs, it's politically very challenging. The House could just reject the Senate's amendment and proceed to a conference on both bills. It's worth noting the House and Senate will have just 11 working days remaining before the fiscal year ends on September 30th, after they return from recess on September 4th. Also worth noting this week, the White House has issued a statement of administration policy on the Senate Labor HHS defense minibus. They are okay with the defense spending levels, but not so okay with the non-defense spending levels. I know this will be shocking. In the statement of administration policy, the White House was very clear that they feel left out of the process. They are unhappy that their budget proposals are largely being ignored in the Senate's bill, and they're critical of what they viewed as wasteful or duplicative domestic programs. According to their statement, the administration would like to work with Congress to identify a path to lower the fiscal 2019 non-defense discretionary spending levels, even though earlier this year the president signed those spending levels into law. I will note that the statement of administration policy actually falls just short of saying the president would veto the Senate's defense and labor HHS spending package if it came to his desk. So lots happening this week, which feels strange for August. More going to be happening next week. We'll be watching the floor debate closely. Again, feel free to follow us on Twitter @HealthFunding or Instagram @Coalition for Health Funding. And I'm sure we'll be doing another vlog in the near future. So for now, that's my 2 cents. Look forward to seeing you again soon.